Hey, it's been a while since the last video, but we're back and we're going to be talking about Magic today, more specifically the modern format, the format I feel that is currently the healthiest. Standard is coming up, but I don't think it's close to comparison as far as where Modern is and has established itself. So yeah, Modern essentially breaks down currently into four big categories. We have the aggro decks, mid-range, control, and combo. Most of the top eight are built up of like aggro decks. This is something that we typically see. Not to say that combo doesn't have its place, or combo aggro decks don't have their place. Something that we saw a lot with Amulet Bloom, which did very well, so much so that it got banned. But yeah, top eights are going to be seeing Burn, Affinity, Zoo. In fact, maybe some Boggles, but that's more of a tier 2 deck. And we're seeing a new modern aggro deck pop up, which is really interesting, and that's Dredge. The new Innistrad set has left us with this new 3/3 zombie, which does some amazing stuff, in conjunction with Bloodghast. I've seen some people use Grave Crawlers. I've seen some people like Travis Wu, who, shout out to T-Wu, who's been going at it with a fetch land list involving Hadron Crabs for extra flavor. But that seems to be something else that's coming out right now that seems to be quite powerful. But all this isn't to say that control decks don't have their place. Right now, we're seeing Jeskai Nahiri being extremely popular. Nahiri's $40 for a reason. Emrakul is shooting up in value, and oh my god, it's so cool. And it's starting to become a bit of a boogeyman. Not comparable to the tempo mid-range boogeyman that is Grixis. Grixis is the boogeyman in the format. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's essentially blue Jund. You've got Tassiger, you've got efficient creatures, you've got threats, you've got card draw, you have man lands, you have redundancy, and it just gets there. You can definitely beat it. It's a deck that can lose. It's not indestructible, but it looks like a solid 60% win rate against most decks. Obviously, it has some loses, but it seems pretty solid going in at the moment. And with the newest bannings of the eldrazi stuff, it's really allowed control decks like Nahiri to be able to take root and really thrive without just getting beat down, which has also allowed a very annoying combo deck that wouldn't kill you right off the bat, but come turn 4, turn 5, they just get you. And that's Scapeshift. And Scapeshift is back. It's not a boogeyman yet. I'm not sure where you play, I'm not sure what your FNMs look like, but if there's a bunch of Scapeshift players, it's not a fun time. I'm going to tell you, there's not much hate you can bring out for the deck apart from land destruction. What are you going to do? Try to get out Valakut and Surgical Extraction it? Good luck. It's an annoying deck. You can go under it. That's really the only way to do it. So, Scapeshift might just come back as being one of those top tier decks, but with the new set, we are seeing new decks pop up in Modern. So we'll see what the next Modern Pro Tour really has, but at the moment, it's looking pretty healthy. Softer Sword, everybody expected to be the solid engine for the next generation of control decks in Modern. Hasn't completely fallen short, but it hasn't showed the results that people were looking for. There's simple ways to hate it out. You can get really deep into hating it out and doing a really efficient job at it, leaving the deck kind of without much to do in the early game or even the mid game. I'm not saying they're early game cards, I'm saying it's like the kind of thing you would play early game. But if you take that out and just take out that grinding engine, they're not going to be able to gain life, produce blockers. It really sets them back. It lets you deal with something like an Nahiri much more efficiently. It's not that good of an engine. I think we're still going to be looking at the straight counter spells, the Path to Exiles, the Snapcaster Mages. I'm not saying the artifacts didn't work in conjunction with that. I'm just saying I think we're going to be taking out the artifacts and lifting up the efficiency of the spells instead of going for such a weird jank combo that still costs mana. So, those are my views on the format right now. Obviously, this is always a changing format, and it's very dynamic, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm going to try to be more consistent with posting videos, as I'm typically terrible. I really want to get into deck building, and I kind of want to start a segment that I'll be releasing on this channel called Add a Color, and it's essentially taking regular Modern decks or constructed playable Modern decks and figuring out if we can make them better by adding a color. It's a pretty simple concept, but it's something I like doing on my own just for regular Modern and FNMs. So why not bring it to the internet? It's my take on creative deck building and brewing. Till then, take it easy, internet. Have a great day.